Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Thursday morning forecast update. It is Thursday, but our weather headline continues to be Friday and the potential for some severe weather, maybe beginning late tomorrow morning and continuing through your Friday afternoon. The bullseye of severe weather. Now, for the last month or so, all these severe weather outbreaks that we've had, the Arklatex has been kind of the bullseye for all of these. The bullseye for tomorrow's severe weather threat will be in northeast Louisiana, southeast Arkansas, as well as into Mississippi. So over in the Arklatex region is where they will likely see the worst of the weather tomorrow. But these storms will get going over the Arklatex likely late tomorrow morning or early in the afternoon. So there will be a few hours where these storms will strengthen over us. And if the storms are able to tap into the right ingredients here, especially in that level 3 enhanced risk outlook, which includes some of Arkansas and most of Louisiana, this is where we could see a strong tornado or two, in addition to a wind and hail threat. There's less likely to be any severe weather in Oklahoma or Texas, but we really cannot rule it out, as we know the storms will likely start developing there maybe around lunchtime tomorrow, and then the storms past sunset will be moving into this area over here, where they will likely see the most significant severe weather Thursday evening, or pardon me, Friday evening into Friday night. So we'll talk more about that in just a moment. We still have to get through Thursday, which is going to be a breezy and extremely warm day here. You can see the clouds rolling back in this morning. Last few days we've had some morning rain showers, but we're not seeing anything on radar that would indicate we're seeing any rain this morning. We are at about 70 degrees or so, so that warm up continues, and that will translate to the afternoon as well, as we should wind up around 85 in Shreveport today. Low 80s for Texarkana. Record high is 91, so we're not quite in record territory, but just a very warm, humid, and breezy day, as that south wind will be gusting likely over 30 miles per hour at times this afternoon. So there's the dip in the jet stream, or that next storm system, which will be moving into the Arklatex tomorrow afternoon. And there's actually two time periods where we could see severe storms, and the first time period will be after midnight tonight. And keep in mind, these outlooks from the Storm Prediction Center, they basically go from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. the following day. So this outlook will actually carry us through the overnight. And we could see a few storms this afternoon that kind of pop up back in West Texas and Oklahoma. Those storms will just kind of move overnight towards the Arklatex, and we expect they will be weakening as they move in. But again, those weakening thunderstorms can let out a lot of wind, so damaging wind gusts can't be ruled out here. Basically from Mount Pleasant to Clarksville up through McCurtain County and maybe as far east as Howard County in Arkansas. But the more significant threat will develop again Friday afternoon. Likely we'll see some storms by the late morning, but I think the worst of the weather, if we do manage to see it in the Arklatex, will be during the afternoon, where we do have that level 3 enhanced risk outlook for much of Arkansas and Louisiana. So looking at Robinson at Futurecast, you can see the clouds today. Actually think we'll see a little more sun this afternoon than the previous days, but it doesn't look like we'll see any rain prior to midnight tonight. There's the storms here tomorrow morning that would encompass that severe weather threat north of I-30. The storms will be weakening as they move in, so we'll likely see quite a few clouds tomorrow morning. And here comes the cold front, and it will be this cold front here that does trigger that severe weather threat tomorrow. And we are showing some of these scattered storms really developing in that 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. window. Futurecast, at least our in-house model, develops the worst of the weather to the east of us at around 4 p.m. But again, there's no guarantee that the worst of the storms will stay east of us. The ingredients definitely will be present in the Arklatex to see those storms get going, and the question is whether they get going early enough to bring any severe weather hazards to the Arklatex. If the storms don't form maybe until after 2 p.m., we may be in pretty good shape. But I don't expect that we'll see any severe weather past sunset, so we will dry out a bit Friday night into Saturday. As far as the rainfall here, we're still showing most locations seeing less than an inch of rain, but there may be some pockets here, especially in Oklahoma and Arkansas, where we still could see about 1 to 2 inches of rain. So the flash flood threat much higher north of the Arklatex, not as concerned about flash flooding here. We get through Friday. Again, Saturday expected to have some great weather for the air show out at Barksdale, as we'll be in the 70s. We do have a few showers and storms coming back on Sunday. I've actually lowered the rain chance just a bit, but we could see some storms there during the day on Sunday. Dry Monday, and we do have a bit of a cool down, but pleasant temperatures. Next week will be in the 60s as well as the 70s.